I've been working with Stephanie Lash as my own personal channeler and spirit guide for 5 years now. Stephanie is a pretty rare gem in the world of channelers, and you could say psychics, although she doesn't really do what you typically think of as psychic work. The channeling is more communicating with higher dimensional beings like ascended masters and your spirit guides, so that you can get more of an eagle's eye view, a bird's eye view of what's going on from a divine perspective, whereas a psychic would actually be more prone to kind of read your own energy field and see what's going on from your perspective. But really, the best way to go is from the higher perspective, because our own perspective tends to be complicated with human angled issues that are what got us into trouble in the first place, usually, or what got us confused in the first place. So this channeling is a little bit more, I think of it as a bit more kind of clean and accurate and reliable of a source of information in the end. And I've been super impressed with Stephanie because she has a combination of things. Not only does she have really excellent high quality gifts of being able to channel information that's generally extremely accurate, but she also, in order to do that and in order to be able to present the information in a way that's actually useful to the client, the practitioner themselves has to have cleared a lot of their own issues so that they can even hold space for that caliber of energy, that frequency, that level of purity, and bring that information through in a way that actually nurtures and fosters some kind of a success. I don't know if that comes across as sounding unclear or confusing, but you can trust me that it's a pretty big deal, because I've worked with other psychic type channeler people, and it was such that their gifts were pretty darn good, but their delivery was so poor that I left actually feeling worse than I did when I went into the session trying to get help. So this can make a gigantic difference. And Stephanie's work is really good if you're looking for a good guide, if you're on a committed personal growth path, but you want higher level support. You want answers about what's going on in various situations. You want to understand what's going on in yourself in terms of karmic patterns or psychological patterns that may be burdening you or keeping you locked into certain difficult repeating situations in your life. That higher level view is going to give you those answers and help you understand how to orient yourself or how to approach yourself, or what you need to do to create the shifts and the personal growth that you need and to get the results that you want in the external world instead of attracting the same habitual patterns. So her work is really good for people who are committed to their personal growth path and want an extra leg up and just want to expedite their progress and make it a lot smoother and just get their questions answered. It's also really good, I've found, if you're having those extremely difficult times where you're dealing with something very difficult, something emotionally challenging, when life just gets really hard and you need answers and you want to figure things out instead of just flailing around and struggling and going through a lot of agonizing suffering. I've gone to Stephanie a lot during those kinds of times and never failed to come out feeling so much better and hopeful and just like my head is above water. Stephanie helps to create this kind of energetic bubble of high frequency energy that allows you to feel a lot better and to just have clearer sight of everything and be open to finding out what the solutions are and then enacting them, rather than being in a place of pain and resistance. Because there's a lot of that usually until you get oriented into the position where you're ready to start making the changes. So she's that pivot point that can really help you get to the other side of the hump if you're going through something really difficult. She is definitely a world-class practitioner, and I recommend her without reservation. It's a super high quality service and so helpful. I've gone to her again and again and again over all of these years, and I'm very pleased that we get to offer her services to the community here at the Thrive community. So I hope you will take advantage.